Good evening. I'd like to call the Human Relations Commission meeting to order. Today is Tuesday, December 9th, 2025. So a call to order, please. And then chair requests staff confirmation that Kansas Open Meeting Act required notice has been properly provided.
Yes, it has.
Thank you. And then we'll go to roll call.
Chair Kuchel.
Here.
Vice Chair Newell.
Here.
Commissioner Byerly. Commissioner Bonilla.
Here.
Commissioner Kressler.
Here.
Commissioner Tague-Hurd.
Here.
Commissioner Green. Commissioner Rosano. Commissioner Zaveski. Youth on Board Penn.
Okay.
Do we have anyone online?
We do not have anybody online.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. All right, moving down the agenda to approval of minutes. Approval of the minutes of the Tuesday, October 15th, 2025 regular meeting. Those were, again, sent out and also attached, so hopefully.
I have a correction.
Okay.
I was not in attendance.
Okay.
I was absent that
Okay.
day.
We'll change that. Anything else as far as corrections? Okay, then I would need, with that change, I would need an approval.
Madam Chair, I move we approve the minutes as amended.
Thank you. Second?
I second.
Thank you. All those in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any nays? Okay. New business, seeing none on our agenda, we'll move down to administrative items, which is a docket review first up.
Yes, since we have, I won't go into a lot of my normal spiel since everyone here is familiar with it, but we'll start with the employment cases. We actually had 2 that we filed here recently. Been a little bit of a busy month. Not sure how long they'll take to process or maybe to get to the commission. The procedure's a little different than, since this one we don't have HUD or anyone involved, it's a little bit different. We're working through that process on both of those. They're different entities. They're not the same entity, but it'll probably, my guess is it'll probably still be on the January docket. I don't think we'll get them to anyone before January, but you never know.
Yeah. Okay.
You never know how these are going to play out.
Right.
And then there was still the one previous that we had, the person has not come back in to pursue that. Then on the housing cases, let's see. We don't have any open ones right now. They've conciliated or no probable cause determination, and we've had a couple screenings. We still have the one waived to HUD, which we're trying to follow up with them. They did get out of shutdown, so we've had communications with them since. We'll follow up again. We followed up with them a little bit. I know I had a personal conversation just to make sure it didn't get dropped. When they first got back, we set up a call, and we're trying to pursue it the best we can, even though it's out of our control. Yeah. And keep encouraging them. We really want it. We don't want it to get lost.
Right, yeah.
So, and then there are no public accommodations.
Okay.
Complaints that have moved forward.
All right, thank you for that review. And then 3.2 on our agenda is the 2026 Fair Housing Seminar.
Yes, and it is now officially underway since we finished our other seminar for our other board. We're now been pursuing this. It's set for Friday, April 24th, so everyone mark your calendars. It will be where we held it last year at OCCK's training room again, which we were really pleased with working with them, and the facilities are wonderful, and just very excited to have it there again. We don't really have like a theme. Someone asked me if we have a theme. We don't really have a theme for the year, but we have a few speakers confirmed. One of our favorites, Professor Michelle Ewert from Washburn, has agreed. She's got the day reserved. We're working on what her topic will be. She's very astute in a lot of these civil rights areas. So she's been one of our favorites to work with, and she's confirmed. She couldn't come last year. She had a conflict, but she's confirmed she'll make this year's. Then we have, I think we're going to be able to get some housing authorities. I know people have always asked, and we've reached out to some other housing authorities. Our local housing authority is without a leader right now, so they can't really commit. They're in a transition. They couldn't commit, but we did reach out to a couple of others that have said. So I think we'll be able to have a housing authority so we can really do a Section 8 knowledge base. We've had a lot of requests for that. And then I think we're going to have someone from the state it's a statewide COC, which is the Continuum of Care. It's a whole homeless thing. If you're not, I don't want to bore everyone with the acronyms, but it's a state agency, and they have a program that I think we really like to inform the landlords about called Can Rent, which is a organization it's a, for lack of a better term, it's like an Airbnb for rentals, right? Like it's something that they're pushing. They're providing that service where landlords can get on, and they'll say if they take Section 8 or not take Section 8, they can update it and do that. And there's some incentives to work with some landlords and getting more people engaged in accepting vouchers for Section 8 is the premise behind this, and making it easier for landlords, that kind of stuff. So I think they're going to be able to send someone. And I think that I don't think that will qualify for, at least not legal, it's not going to qualify for CLE hours. But, and I don't know about some of the other, it may be for the realtor hours, but not, I know it won't qualify. We won't be able to qualify it for CLE. But I think they'll come, and I think it'll be valuable to a lot of our attendees. So we're excited. We think both of those sessions have been, it'll be really helpful for the landlords and have the benefit for also the knowledge for tenants too, in the sense if they get to be part of CanRent, I think it'll be something helpful. We get a lot of requests from people saying, do you have a landlord list? Do you have a rental list? And we aren't able to maintain that at the city for a lot of reasons. But being able to point people to some sort of online service would be huge. So we're supportive of them getting this up and going, and hopefully this will be an opportunity for that to be a session.
Well,
those are the 3 sessions we have right now. We've got a few others in the works. I imagine we usually end up with 4 or 5. So the price will be the same. We're not going to change that. It's still, we're still a little bit in flux. We sent out sponsorship letters, waiting to hear back on those. Maybe doing a little bit of follow-up this month to see, so we kind of have an idea. We did not get, again, and I know this won't be much of a surprise, we didn't get HUD funding for outreach. So it is on the sponsorships for what we have, and we're not able to bring some of the out-of-state speakers we were able to when we had that funding. So, but that's where we are.
I think those sound like really, really good speakers, and great.
Any suggestions would be grateful for. Oh, the only other thing is last time Professor Green, Commissioner Professor Green, he suggested someone at Kansas Wesleyan, and I did reach out to her, but she's no longer there. So her replacement, though, her new hire, Sheila, and I don't know how you say her last name. It's Kailberg, or I'm not sure I'm pronouncing it correctly. But she was lovely, and she met with us, and she may help. But I don't know that she has a speaker. She didn't have a presentation that I found that she could do, but she was going to look for other speakers and, help us get the word out about the event. But she was lovely, and it was nice to meet with her.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Any questions? All right. Let's see. Next is our preliminary discussion items, and none listed there. So unfinished or other business. Nothing there either. In public forum, we didn't have anybody on the Zoom call.
There's nobody on
Okay.
Zoom.
And no one here.
And no one here. Okay. Well, it looks like we're ready for adjournment then, which our next meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, January 13th, 2026.
I know.
At 5:30. That doesn't seem possible, so I need a motion and a second for that.
I'll make a motion for adjournment.
Thank you. And second?
I will second.
Great. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Thank you.
If not,